What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 coming to PS5. It feels like these things, they're still impactful, and there's still something kind of weird and also kind of big about waking up and seeing this X game from Xbox, right, is coming to PlayStation. When you see Gears of War, that, wakes you up in the morning, right? You say, oh, my dear God, okay. When you see Hellblade 2, it's becoming more natural. It's becoming kind of more just like a commonplace thing, but it still feels a little bit different. I feel like still too, once Halo happens, I feel like that's kind of the final wall that needs to break down for it all to just be natural, right? But you got Hellblade 2 coming to PS5. It's coming this summer, and it's going to be an enhanced edition. Now, we don't really know the details, like the features. They're going to explain that at a later time. They also don't have a release date. Like, they say summer, but they say there is no firm release date for that. They're going to give us the updates on all that stuff soon. I wonder, would you do that at the Xbox event? Because, yes, here's the thing. It's coming to PS5, right? And I guess PS5 Pro. But also, the enhancements, whatever they might be, they're going to work on putting them into what everybody else already has. So if you're playing it on Xbox or PC or whatever, those enhancements should come along for the ride. It's interesting, because I see people talk about, well, they're giving PlayStation, the better version. And there has been some Xbox games where it's well, maybe because they come out on PlayStation, a year or two later, the enhancements that it has on PlayStation 5, it actually makes it a better performing, all that type of stuff, better game in that way, I guess, than the original Xbox release. And, I do get that. It is, again, that's kind of just a weird thing. When it comes out at launch on PS5, it's going to run better in terms of, whatever it might be. It'll do it better than what it did at launch on the Xbox. But you also, you're giving it an extra year, to get to that point. So it's weird, but it also feels natural, where it's well, if you give the game an extra year, of course, they're going to find a way to make it work a little bit better. So we'll see how all that stuff goes. Now, remember, Gears of War comes to PlayStation and also Xbox, the remaster, right? Which I'm so freaking excited for. Comes out in August. So I would hope that this thing is shooting for July. Otherwise, this isn't the biggest game of all time. I freaking love the first game. I've had very conflicted thoughts about the second game. I've done a whole review on it if you guys want to check that out. And I'm very proud, I think, of my review. And I was critical of the game. But, it's cool to see it's coming. And I think it's worth checking out. We can go into, the details of the game itself some other time. But, again, I don't know. It's not the biggest game in the world, especially compared to Gears of War and having it be a remaster, having it be the multiplayer coming along. Basically, I'm just trying to, put it out there into the universe. Don't put this out too close to Gears. Also, August just is busy. Metal Gear, Mafia, Gears of War, a couple others. I don't know. August is a bit packed. Maybe do July. But, if they don't have the date yet, they're still tinkering with it. So I do wonder when it's going to come out. But like I said, maybe we'll find out in June. Maybe at their event. Would feel weird because at their event, they'd have to say it's coming to PlayStation on a certain date. That feels like something you wouldn't want to do. But barriers have been broken now, haven't they? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.